What up, guys? Your boy Los again, aka Mr. Investments. You already seen some videos of final products and the finishes of some properties. Today, we're taking a look at a property before it has even been started. This one here is 1168 North Main Street. It's in the same neighborhood as Cheyenne Park. This is my latest and newest investment property. This one I acquired through a relationship of another wholesaler. Actually, she's a investor and a builder herself, but at the time the project wasn't for her. I seen the opportunity. She gave me a great deal. I was able to acquire this for 31, and I already have this one sold. So this one actually is going to be a property that I am building for the buyers. So I already sold it at 197.5, and you know, I am working with the owners to get them the property that they desire with the color schemes that they want. I'm gonna give them options. It's still my touch. It's still 1921 construction, you know, so at the end of the day, it's still gonna be what I do with every one and last of my properties. So this one just happens to be the first deal that I do where the property is actually sold before I even lift the hammer. I mean, you guys just take a look at it. It's already under contract with a 10K earnest money, and that's, you know, strictly based on relationships and them seeing my work and seeing the final touches and knowing and understanding that we put quality over quantity, and you know, our integrity is everything. So, you know, let's walk this property. I'm gonna actually give you guys the visuals of what it is before. Later down the line, we'll do a visual of the after. So come on, join me. As you can see, the exterior, it's a lot of cosmetic, a lot of things I'll have to change up here. This one is actually already a big and wide porch, so I wouldn't have to do what I did with the Denver property where I like elevated the gable just to, you know, make it more grand. This one I wouldn't have to do that. It's already pretty big, but I do have to replace railing, the decking for the floor, so all of that's going to be brand new. Windows, I'm going to resize them and everything. So basically going to do what I have to do with it. In case you're wondering why it's boarded up, obviously to keep people out, and also the city of Tulsa, if a property is not, if the property is vacant, nobody's living in it, you know, to keep squatters and everything, they demand that you block them off and have no access. And I also did that too because it doesn't have the windows, so you know, I didn't want my property to get wet too. It has precious hardwood flooring that I am looking to preserve. I always look at things that are their original, that give the house character, and you know, in this case that is actually a money saver because I wouldn't have to install hardwood flooring. I'll just resand them down, get all the old surface out, and then restain them, and it's going to look like brand new wood. It's actually going to be better because actually that type of wood is a lot more expensive than what you've seen in my other properties. Let's walk in this one. So about the hardwood flooring in this property, as you can see, they actually did a small little design, and it's something different that I haven't seen in other properties. But it starts off as a square and it just keeps going in. You know, you can actually see it a little better on the other side behind this fireplace. But this specific space here, this here is the living room. So what I have vision for this living room space here is these walls, I'm gonna push it back. I'm gonna push it back some because that bedroom doesn't need to be that big. So I'm actually gonna close off and make that room smaller. So I'm gonna make the living room bigger. Also, what I am doing here is I am gonna re-support the rafters up there, and I'm gonna remove all of this. And what I'm envisioning up here is have about 3 feet, come out 3 feet here, and then I'm gonna have a few can lights. But then as soon as wherever I can, I'm gonna have it sit on the 3 feet that I'm giving, and I'm going with the ceiling all the way straight up. So this one is actually gonna be at an angle like this, all the way up. I'm going you know, straight to that brick. And then I'm gonna, right here on the side of the brick, I'm actually gonna widen. I'm gonna remove, if you guys can see right here, there's an old chimney. I'm gonna get that removed nicely and gently without destroying it, and preserve as many bricks as possible so I can refill this side. See right here, they framed this out of wood, but if you look, it's the same width of this side of the chimney. So I'm gonna just brick it up as high as I can. That way the bricks match. And I am going to bring the ceiling up this way and meet it here. And I am gonna cancel these windows, because these windows, you know, if it was my living room, this is where I would have my entertainment. But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put windows high up there. Since it's gonna go up like this, I'm gonna put 3 big windows. They call picture windows. They'll probably be like this big. I'm gonna do 3 of those up there so you can get that natural lighting into the house. And this right here is where you can hang your TVs and all of that. So that's the vision. This property, a cool feature right off the gate when I seen it, is that it has a double-sided fireplace. So we have one side here, and then we have the exact same on the other side. You know, which, you know, you guys excuse the mess. But it's demo time, baby. Favorite part of the project is demo. It's just destroying. Again, all these things on here, but the details on the flooring is here as well. So what I plan on doing here, you guys see the floor now. Later, you're gonna not believe that it's the same floor. So what I'm doing here is I'm actually pushing this. I'm pushing this wall here, right? I'm pushing it back 3 feet to about where this room is at. That'll make those bedrooms 12 by 13. And by doing so, this right here is the dining space. So living space, dining space, and I'm bringing the kitchen all the way back over here. So the kitchen will come to here. And I'm gonna have this kitchen moved up to all the way up here. You're gonna have the cabinets make a shape like an L. And then I'm gonna do an island right here. Pretty much like from here to about right here. All custom cabinetry. That's probably about an 8-foot island. And then the space back here will be where you have a laundry room. I demoed this back side of the house because the footing, it was terrible. It wasn't looking up to par, and again, you know, it's quality over everything. So I'm making sure that I get it rebuilt, put the right support, put the rebar, fill in the concrete blocks. Back in the day, they just stacked the blocks and they put mortar in between them, but they never put rebar, and they never filled it in with actual pressurized concrete. So it was getting loose, and you know, over time you know, the house was losing its integrity for sure. It's deteriorating. This side of the house, I'm gonna have to redo the flooring. This was the original, this was where the kitchen was at. You can always tell in a property where the kitchen was at because you will see the wood rotted the most. Obviously from leaks and from, you know, anything that happened throughout the years. But this right here is where the kitchen was, and the house ran all the way back. This space here was the laundry room, and it had this other space here, but all of it got demoed, and it's getting rebuilt. So this space, once it's all said and done, this space here, this space you're actually filling right now is going to be part of the master bedroom, and it extends about another 10 feet that way, and you'll have your master shower and a laundry room here, so you'll still have access to outside. And this property actually has a basement, which starts, you see the steps out there, and it has about, I don't know, maybe like a 200 square feet basement or something like that. With the basement, I'm gonna clean it up. I'm gonna, you know, basement nowadays, nobody's using them like that, but I'll clean it up for storage, and also is just for accessibility for a crawl space to get underneath the house. If they need to work on the plumbing that's which will be on this bathroom here, and you know, and even the plumbing won't be here, it'll be actually more over there. So I do plan on of keeping accessibility to get up under there. I'm also building a garage back here, a 14 by 22 feet garage. So I will take down that piece of fence that's there. I just wanted to show you guys the project before, before the end results. I'm gonna walk you through this one, and so this video here is just to show you the befores, and and just I'm just curious to know. Leave some comments below. Let me know, will you take on a project this big, and if so, what keeps you from doing so? If you won't, what keeps you from doing so? Subscribe, follow, thumbs up. Let us know if it's informative. If you have any questions on the comment, go ahead. We'll make sure to answer them. We're here to serve you, and hopefully you enjoy the process. And until next time, Mr. Investments.